Hello, America, and welcome to the Dr. Nasser Sheikh Show. I happen to be your humble doctor. My name is Dr. Nasser, and I am the doctor of the democracy, your MD for the Republic. And on today's show, we're going to take a little different spin. I'm going to be the love doctor for America. That's right, folks. I'm going to be the love doctor here. I'm going to share with you some key ideas on how you can have a successful and fulfilling and a loving marriage for decades and beyond. And the whole premise is, what's love got to do with it? That's right, folks. What's love got to do with it? Do with it? Everything, folks. Love has got everything to do with it. And if you stay with me throughout the video as I share these ideas with you, these ideas, it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter your race, your ethnicity, your religion, black, white, blue, purple, orange, brown, doesn't matter, male, female. These are key ideas, key ingredients that are needed to have a successful, a loving, nurturing relationship in marriage. And what else are we about, folks, here on this channel? Faith, family, freedom, liberty. Those are the things that we're about. And so, what I want to share with you are those key ingredients that I feel. And I really believe that I can call myself an expert on this because I have been married now for 33 years to my wife, Samina. Let me share with you a picture. And if I can get this into focus here, this is a picture of us 33 years ago. That's us. July 1st, 1989. 33 years ago. And if I do say so myself, my wife Samina is just as pretty, just as beautiful, just as gorgeous today as she was back then. And you know what? I think I've aged pretty good myself as well. Anyways, like I said, I've got the expertise in this, folks. 33 years. Now, does that mean okay that there have been no ups? Of course, we've had arguments, we've got our fights. That's going to happen in any relationship, folks. Nothing is going to be okay, kumbaya, no matter what all these leftists and progressives think, okay, out there. That's not going to happen. You're going to have it's just like anything else. But you learn. And what I like to share with you is there's an acronym. And when I talked about what's love got to do with it, if you take and you understand, everybody has an idea of what they say, what is love? I mean, what philosophers have written about it. There's been books written about it. It's been studied in psychiatry, psychology, emotional. I mean, you name it, people have studied it. And everybody comes at it from a different angle. I like to think of it as an acronym, the word love. And the L, I believe, stands for like. The O, I believe, stands for other. The V stands for value. And the E is emotion and empathy. If you have these 4 or 5 key ingredients here, folks, and you remember that, like, other, value, emotion. And I'm going to go through each and every single one of those and see how that applies. Because we all know, just like that book, right? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. You've got to understand one thing. This is key, folks. And I don't care what these gender, ideological lunatics, these delusional people on the left saying that gender is just a concept, that there's no biological equivalence to it. These guys don't know what the freak they're talking about. That's one reason why they're very unhappy. They're probably not married. And, they probably don't know the first thing about how to make a marriage work. All right, they're so bitter. Talk about bitter clingers. It's the people on the left, the progressives, folks, the Democrats, the liberals. Those are the people, okay, that are out of touch. Anyways, getting back, look, in order to love someone, you have to like them. You gotta like them first. You gotta like something before you love it. And that's what we talk about. If you don't like the person that you're with, it's really going to be hard to love them, folks. But you've got to like them. You've got to like them for who they are. You've got to like them as a friend. Besides being a spouse, a lover, a wife, you've got to like them. So the first thing is likability. You know, and how does that likeness stay? I mean, what are the things that attracted you in the beginning? That was the things that attracted you in the beginning. What was it that you liked about that person? If you were the, if you're the husband, what was it that attracted you, that liked you? And I'm not talking about some of the physical qualities, okay? I mean, what was it about the person herself? What was about her that you liked other than the physical qualities, the physical attractiveness? What other qualities can you try to, and a lot of times, okay, if you're going through a situation with your marriage, and you're wondering what's happening, things are falling apart, maybe going back to the basics, the building blocks. Get out a piece of paper, take out a pen and pencil, the old fashioned way, and write down, can you remember what is it that you liked about her? And do you still like that about her? And for the women out there, the wives, the same thing. What is it that you liked about the man? What was it liked about at that time when you were, courting, when you were going out and dating? What was it that you liked? If you can write those things down and then ask yourself, do I still see those? Are those still likable qualities? And if they are, focus on those likable qualities and try to nurture those qualities back. Because another thing, for example, is you've got to understand, and physiologically, psychologically, mentally, men and women are wired differently. We all know that. You know, we all know that. Truth be told, it's all science based. This is what God wanted. If he wanted everybody to be the same, there wouldn't be men and women. We'd all just be one species, everybody looking the same. But one thing you've got to understand too is that we men are driven by logic. And, we got to fix it like right now, right then and there. Just, a couple of minutes. Problem here, done. We'll solve it. Women, on the other hand, they're more emotionally driven. Now, that doesn't mean that there might be a little bit of, that's another thing. Men have a difficult time, most men have a difficult time showing their emotion. It's true. Women show their emotion much more. They're going to say, oh, they wear their emotion on their sleeves. So as men, we have got to try to get in touch with our emotional side, which is the E in love, the empathetic side, and to understand that there's an emotional attachment that women have to men. And we have an emotional attachment too, but it's different, folks. It's different. For example, when your wife comes to you with a problem, it's not so much as she wants the problem solved, because that's what we're problem solvers. That's what men are. We're problem solvers. Men want food. Go out of cave with club. Bang animal on head. Bring food back. Problem solved. I mean, that's the way men are. Okay? Women, on the other hand, are going to go, did you have to track all that blood into the house after you solved the problem? I mean, okay, so you've got to understand, husbands, fathers, men, that when she's presenting you with a problem, it's not that she wants it solved immediately. She wants to know that she's been heard, she's been listened to with both ears, attentively. Not with you're on the phone, you're watching a ball game, or yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got to learn to listen, and that's a skill, folks. That's a skill, learning to listen. But women want to be heard. They want to know that you're caring about that. You're empathizing with them. There's an emotional attachment there. Don't worry about solving the problem. In many of the cases, the problem will be solved by your wife, by herself. And then you can always ask, honey, is there anything that I can do to make you feel better? I understand what you said. Reaffirming that, reaffirming whatever fear there is that, you know what, we'll handle it together. The O, what does the O stand for in love? I talk about that's other. You've got to be able to service for another person, for the other, not for me. But what is it that you can do for the other person? What is it that you as a husband can do for your wife, for the other? You as a wife, what is it that you can do as an other towards your husband? Those are the things that will help to establish that marriage, the foundation, the pillars, so that it's not built on, it's not built on sticks. It's not built on twigs. It's built on cement pillars that can't be broken at all. It's about, as I said before, service to the other. What is it that you can do to please your wife? What is it that you can do to please your husband? And okay, the physical stuff, everybody knows about the physical things. And that's a huge part too, folks. Intimacy, the physical connection, the sexual attractiveness, the physical sex, the emotional sex. It's all a part of this whole thing, the other. But it's also the mental aspect, the psychological aspect, the physical aspect. What can you do, better in those things instead of me always thinking about what is it that I want? What is it that I need? What is it that you need? What is it that your wife needs? What is it that your husband needs? Those are the things that, we're talking about. So, as we said before, you have L, O, V, and then E. And so, what is it that we're saying in terms of all of these aspects that are out there? And we've got to understand that, and as we were talking about, the V stands for value. You have to value someone, folks. You've got to make somebody feel valuable. Got to make them feel good. Got to make them feel good about themselves. You've got to lift them up. It sort of goes with the O, the other. What is it that you can do to make the other person feel valuable? Feel valuable as what? Feel valuable as a woman. Feel valuable as a spouse. Feel valuable as a wife. Feel valuable as a mother. Feel valuable as someone who's taking care of your home if that's what she's doing, or if she's working part-time or full-time helping. The same way, a wife, a woman needs to find value in her man, needs to find value in the job that he's doing, providing for her and the family, the value in the protection that he's providing, the value as a husband, the value as a father, the value as the person who's leading this family, bringing this family together. Both of them, the value should be together. That's what we're talking about. If you can give value to the other, lift them up when they're down, lift them up. And listen, these are things that have to be worked on, folks, each and every single day. But I'm telling you, if you follow the acronym for love, L for like, O for other, V for value, E for emotion, and you put those to work, then it's never too late, folks. It is never too late. If both parties are willing, it is never too late. And if you want to strengthen that bond, you want to strengthen that marriage, you want to strengthen that connection, both from the physical side, the mental side, and the emotional side, the likability side, then this is a simple way to try to achieve that. As I've said before, 33 years. 33 years. Trying to get this into focus. 33 years. Still going strong. Hopefully, another 33 plus on the horizon. That's what we're talking about. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this show. You've been listening to the Dr. Nasser Sheikh Show. I'm Dr. Nasser. Today's show, I happen to be your love doctor. If you liked our content and if you're brand new to the show, we hope you subscribe, like, share, and follow us. And um, you know what? I just want everyone to know that on this topic, usually when I leave all the other shows and it's more of a political side to it, I always say the following, and I'm going to say that too, because I know here I am a thousand% correct. Because you know it, folks. When you're right, you're right. And when you're left, those guys, they're so wrong. Stay safe. And I hope that this will help anybody out there if they're having some situations in their marriage or their relationships, this will help in some way. Take it from someone who's been married for 33 years. Stay safe, folks, and until next time.